Color Ambassador. I'm so excited and sad to be leaving the O&M headquarters. Today's our last day. The salon is finally almost finished renovation. We've got the lovely O&M filming us today. Okay, so with my color today, we're gonna do a tint regrowth. We're also gonna do some baby lights just to prevent any build-up and hardening around the hairline to give her a beautiful glow. So we're gonna do the keratin lightener and 6% in her foils. The base color is gonna be 5NW and 6O. And then I'm gonna do some paint powder and 12 on the hands just to really give that beautiful shimmer and variation. So it's really important when we're doing like hairline glows and things like that you don't overweave the hairline. So a lot of people will take it too far deep. So you kind of want to make it where it's thick so it doesn't look like the hair's had any breakage and the hair's really full, and it's going to give you that pop from the root rather than on the ends. So with the interior of the hair, this is where you get the most kind of density. So what I do is you do a baby light through here, so where they show where you see it and you've got like kind of hair ups and things like that. Through here, what I do is like quite a thinner textured weave. So I kind of really go in there quite thick, still keeping it quite flat, just so you really get that pop. Because we are going to be putting a root shadow on at the basin. So really we're going to be focusing through the mid-length and end, so you can just see that density. So when you kind of doing a low maintenance lived-in color, I'm like really big on thinking about where you're putting the color. I personally don't think it's smart to put color up through here and then put a root shadow of a level 5 on there, just because I wanted to make sure that her color is going to be low maintenance, and it is summer and I want her to be able to swim and make sure that it's going to come back looking beautiful. So I'm just going to go through right here where you can see that the hair's quite dense, because I want the hair to pop. So the whole reason why I'm doing these baby lights is to give small little bits of variation, so it just looks like the sun has given her a beautiful glow. And then what you can kind of do through this is kind of you come up in a reverse motion rather than coming down the hair, and then you just kind of blend that out. So you're already creating like a lived-in result. So you can kind of see naturally how that's already going to be that beautiful kind of lived-in result. Rather than making toners, toners shouldn't hide imperfections. They should just enhance our beautiful color look. Okay, so now we've done the highlights, and now we're just going to go through and do some freehand painting just to kind of get all that texture through the midlands and ends. So you can see how now I've already created the natural pockets where I want to keep the depth. And then I'm really going to bring out the ends. So I'm just going to over direct this forward. The reason why I'm only doing around the face and over directing is because I want everything to start from the front and then move directional back. So this just really helps it be seamless and give you the lightness where you want it. So it's really important to create texture and tension. So when you're painting, you want the hair to be really tight so it's not going to kind of gather. And you want to paint it quite white because this is a clay-based freehand color. It dries from the outside in. So if you don't paint it enough, it's going to dry out and it will give you an uneven result. This is honestly the best lightening bleach I've ever used for freehand work. So it works, it leaves black hair blonde. You've just got to paint it right and let the product do what it's meant to.
I'm Fiona, and I am a senior stylist with Croker. So we have Nicole's root stretch on at the moment. I'm just popping it on now. So what we're doing is we're actually extending the root stretch a teeny little bit, so it's kind of merging to a smudge. And as I'm applying it, I'm actually just kind of like blending the line a little bit. So it's not so much of a hard line as it processes. So then you're not going to feel like there's like a real like heavy line of colour. But the reason why we're doing this is because we want to just kind of drop that little root down a little bit, so we've got a bit of shadow but still a little bit of variation, so it's not really super bright, so Nicole doesn't freak out that she has mega blonde hair. It's just going to be good.
Okay, so on my beautiful Sabrina, we do, like, how often we paint her hair? Maybe like what, 2-3 times a year? So what we're gonna do today, we're gonna go up a little bit higher, which is something new. So we're gonna go in, she's like my J-Lo, so I'm gonna go in with paint powder and 12 and just do really beautiful finesse balayage. Keep it really honey, show you how good our nude range is. So with this freehand, obviously you can paint for all different results. So what I'm trying to do is keep some of the depth through here. I'm doing like a teardrop, so we're gonna connect, and then it's all about the ends, but there's gonna be a connection point. So that's the reason why I'm painting it up. So I always pull the hair back, and you can kind of create like a point, like so you go up high, and then I kind of connect that underneath a little bit. So as it comes through, it's gonna kind of cascade at the front. I'm also going to show you how I paint my hairlines. This scares some people. It might scare Sabrina, but she'll be okay. So a lot of tension. So this looks like I'm going quite heavy, but I really want to show you at the end of how it's like soft this is. So lots of tension, and you use your brush and you kind of just surface paint. So no pressure on the brush. You're basically skimming it on the hair. And the reason why you're doing that is because you don't want it to penetrate anything underneath, and you just want to give this a really beautiful shimmer. And see how I'm not going as heavy up through there with the product? That's because I'm letting my product work for me. So this is going to be less product, less lift. More product, maximum lift.
Hi, I'm Hannah. I'm a first year apprentice at the Salon by Croker. We're just at the basin. We're using the O&M Detox shampoo, which smells like peppermint, and that's why I love it.
Okay, so Hannah's removed the colour. We've finished our restore service. Now we're going to go through with the gloss. So I'm going to be doing 1067, which is part of the nude collection, 108 and 1003. So 03 is kind of like a natural whistle gold, and then 8 is pearl. I love mixing them two together to create the ultimate kind of sandy, because they kind of counteract each other. So the thing I love about this is you can see the combination of the 1003 and the 108. It's just like really beautiful iridescent gold, and then the 1067 just makes it like flesh. So with Ricky's hair, we're doing like a really low maintenance, high impact, creamy, buttery blonde. So we're just gonna go through around her hairline and neck. I hate it when like their clients like hair kind of consumes their neck. So I always like to go through and do a really soft kind of foliage, like balayage mixed with foils, just to kind of blend in her natural darkness when she ties her hair up, but also keeps it low maintenance. Around the front, we're going to do lots of baby lights, a little bit of face and balayage just to make it pop through these ends, and then I'm going to show you how to mix the nudes with some 9-5 and some other fun tones to give a really beautiful soft sandy tone. Okay, so now with Ricky, we've gone through, I've foiled her right up to the parting and kind of brought that up so I can create that lived in texture. Now, just because the color through the midlands and ends has aged over time, I'm gonna go through and just weave out and paint some bits just with some Freehand in 12. I'm doing 12 because I'm only gonna leave it on for about 20 minutes. So I'm going in a little bit harder rather than a 9%. So I'm gonna go in hard and probably leave it only on for 20 minutes, and then I'll kind of take it out with a towel and then put some Restore in. So you can just kind of see me, you'll see the bold pops that this will create.
We're here with Ricky, and I'm going to do a root stretch on her as well. It will be slightly different because it's only going to be over a very small surface area. I'm leaving out the hairline because I really want that to pop. So we're painting just like an inch of hair just on the part line. The formula is half 803, half 863. With 1%, 1 to 2. And so after we've done that, then I'll put through the mids and the ends and the hairline. Come back for later.
With the renovation, I have definitely overcome a lot of obstacles. I think with COVID and deciding to renovate at that time was risky within itself. We've had a lot of structural problems, but and I also think, I don't know if anyone's seen it yet, but we'll show you some pics. It's pretty pink, and not a lot of companies have pink floors and all the things that I wanted. So I think custom making and finding the right people that are seeing your vision was one of my biggest things, but I have an amazing team that have helped me. Gemma, my interior architect, is like phenomenal. So we've definitely pushed my vision, and I can't wait for you to all kind of see it. It's very chilled, it's very feminine, sophistication. I would say it's like basically all my favorite things. So like lots of shapes, lots of layering, different tones and textures. Luxe, like we all love a bit of luxury. I'm so lucky that O&M came when it was an apartment, so it's taken a huge journey, so I'm excited for you guys to see the rest of it. Great. Bye guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you love my team as much as I do. Bye! Bye!